Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. The trail building videos are back. Okay, we're back out here in the gully, Infern Gully. I'm sure you haven't seen this place in a while. I sure haven't. I just finally got back out here. And I'll be honest, I haven't been super motivated to build trails lately because I haven't been feeling that inspired. I've been mostly scouting around, looking for new spots to go, looking for a fresh canvas, but I have been feeling obligated to get this line done. You probably remember from back last year, I was gonna build this cheese wedge booter over this little ditch here, and it's still in the works. I actually spent the last couple hours out here cleaning up the lip, getting it shaped up. I have the final shape for it now, just needs a fresh layer of dirt. And I was only out here for 2 hours digging, and then the 2 hours I was here, my motivation just kept draining and draining and draining. I'm losing the stoke for this. And it's something about this feature. I feel like I'm just grinding away. I'm forcing to finish something that I'm not even that stoked on. Like honestly, the mega step up is sick. The little hip jump after is kind of cool. This speed gap behind me is also pretty rad. But this thing is just so weird looking, and I'm struggling to make it work, and it's a lot of work, a lot of brain power, a lot of like trying to reevaluate how I'm building it as I'm building it while digging through all this rock and stuff. And I'm getting frustrated, and I feel like I'm forcing something that might not even be that awesome at the end of the day. So I've decided to make a really hard call and just call it with this build for now. I might come back to it later, maybe with a big crew, get some more eyes on it, get some more perspectives. But for now, there's so much more I want to build. I'm really excited for this year, and I want to get into that and give everybody and myself some really, really exciting progressive builds. I want to dial in the stuff that I built over here in the gully even more. So the first thing I'm going to do, getting back into the swing of things, is come to the mega step up here. I'm standing in the gap of it right here. The plan is to modify this jump to make it better than it's ever been. In the past, I've found that it shoots you a little too far forward and not up enough. You go really high still, it's nice to backflip, it's really good for foot tricks, like no-footed canyon. This jump feels amazing. The only thing is, I just wish you had that little bit more peak in the air where you're floating, and I do really wish there was more of a landing zone, because there really is not a lot of room for error here. It looks pretty big, but it's just wide. It's not that long. It's probably like maybe 2.5 bike lengths long. When you have a gap that's like 30 feet or so, that's not a very big landing. So what I'm gonna do is just move a ton of dirt. I'll probably bring a wheelbarrow in here and just like do loads of dirt on the back of this landing. I wanna make the gap a few feet shorter, a couple feet taller, and you'll have like almost an extra bike length of transition here. And then on the takeoff, to make up for that, I wanna make the takeoff taller and steeper and longer. So you're just gonna be like shot way up into the air. You're gonna have so much hang time, and it's gonna be really sick. So that's the plan. First thing I'm gonna do is rebuild the mega step up, have an epic session on it, and that is the first thing I'm really stoked about. Okay, let's kick it off. Cannot wait to get this jump redone and better than it's ever been. Things got a bit out of hand this week. As you can see, the landing behind me is massive now. It is a couple feet higher than it used to be. I probably put 50 plus wheelbarrow loads on this thing, and it's been just me out here this week on my own, plugging away at this. A lot of work. Essentially, every 10 seconds of footage you were watching in those time lapses was 1 hour of work. So there's a lot of dirt that's been moved out here, and the lining is huge now. It's just towering over me. If I'm standing here at the bottom, the belly of the landing zone, it is huge. It's probably 10 plus feet to the top to down where I am. And obviously it looks a little steep right now. If you look at it from the side angle, a nice side profile here, you can tell that it's quite sharp. But I also have a huge, massive case pad right now. So I'm gonna thin that out a little bit, rake a lot of the dirt down. And what I'll be doing is transitioning it into the edge here. So we have a big pocket to land in on the rider's left. And I probably will have to fill in some more dirt. So I'm thinking a few more wheelbarrow loads will be needed in this far corner to really stack it up and give me tons of material to work with to really blend that in. But I'm gonna have a way bigger landing zone. It is way more of a step up now. I am just obsessed with how much of a step up this is. Oh, almost went down there. I'm just like obsessed with how much of a step up this is now. It probably steps up like 5 plus feet, I would say, roughly. Let's see, I'm pretty short. I'm only like 5.5 feet tall, 5'6", and it's probably up to my eye line, the top of the landing, maybe even as tall as me. So it's at least a 5 foot step up from the top of this takeoff to that landing zone. And if we look at the takeoff from the bottom, this takeoff has always been big. This is probably like, oh no, this takeoff's gotta be at least double my height. And it's very mellow right now. It's easy to overshoot the step up as it was before with the smaller landing. So I think what I'm gonna do is just make the radius a little longer by filling some dirt in the belly there. Give it a nice gradual lip. Just surface everything and give it quite a sharp angle at the top so it'll just shoot you in the air. Way more hang time. It'll be way more of a step up, way more hang time. We've supersized this thing and it's sicker than ever. I cannot wait to test this. And the bulk of the work is done now because I just moved a ridiculous amount of dirt this week. Now all I have to do is rake it, shape it, blend everything in, and then that nice layer on the takeoff, and it's done. So that is it. The mega step up is good to go. It's, well, not good to go yet, but it's close. I feel very relieved because this was an insane amount of work and it's looking sick now. One more view of this because this just gets me hyped. Look at this over here. That takeoff, it's this huge landing. Oh, it just looks like so much fun. Okay, so that is it for the building portion of this video. I'm gonna end things off with some riding on one of my favorite trails here on Vancouver Island, Loam Line on Mount Zuhalem. Let's check out the trail.
Be careful.
Oh yeah, be careful. That was sick.
Oh my god, that was fucking hilarious. Dude, your shred, that was so sick.
That was fun.
Dude, your pinball, it was so fun.
And that's a wrap for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm so excited to be back out here building on the regular. There's a lot of exciting stuff in the pipeline. So stay tuned for more of these build videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much, everyone. I appreciate you all so much. Peace out.